I think the most interesting people and the most complex people, obviously, have layers like an onion. I think we're the best people.
Oh, you call yourself an onion too?
I would say so.
To onions.
To onions!
What's up, you guys? It is Friday night and I need to pump out a video and I'm still at the office with Jordan.
Hey guys!
So we're gonna do a question video, but they're like deep questions and not surface level questions. So after this, we're gonna be more than friends.
We're gonna be close.
Kidding. We're not gonna be more than friends.
We're gonna be close.
We're gonna be close.
We're gonna be close. These are like deep questions. Like questions.
They are deep questions.
That get to the nitty gritty.
Okay, the first question is, what is your best childhood memory?
I have to say, I always go back, like right away the first thought is a memory of my grandma. And I remember my cousin and my sister were like teasing me and making me cry and being so mean to me. I remember my grandma like took me in her lap and I laid my head on her chest.
Yeah.
And I just cried and she comforted me and she taught me one of the most important life lessons, I really think, that I still hold on to. And she told me, whenever someone is trying to affect you or your feelings, imagine yourself inside this imaginary bubble and it's basically like your wall. Now, like when you're older, you would say your wall. When I was little, it was like my bubble. And no one can come in unless you let them in. So today, I always use that, like no one can hurt me unless I let them hurt me.
That's true.
But my grandma taught me that when I was like 6.
That's your favorite childhood memory?
Best memory.
It's because you learned a lesson.
She was rocking me and I just remember that, and she's passed away now, so.
Aww. First thing that came to me, I don't know why this is my favorite childhood memory. I definitely wasn't at the time, but me and my cousin used to always get together and we used to like reenact like scenes from movies and stuff like that, and in between my mom would make us like food and snacks. And so my mom was making nachos and she was like, oh, I love nachos too. So my mom would make was making nachos and she was like, hey, do you guys want salsa and cheese? And I was like, no cheese, just salsa. And so my mom was like, okay, I'm just gonna put the cheese on here on the side, like the dipping cheese, just in case my cousin Alexia wants cheese with her nachos, you know? And my mom brings the glass, like it's like a clear, like transparent glass, like fancy.
Okay.
Like, anyways, my mom brings that and then she puts the chips and the salsa and the cheese, and then I see the cheese on the plate and I'm like, I said I didn't want cheese! And I take my hand and I take the plate and I whip it across the table into the wall, and you just see the cheese like melting down the wall.
She's so mean. Her favorite memory is being evil.
I was wearing pigtails and my mom grabbed me by the pigtails and dragged me all the way upstairs to my room.
Little twisted.
I know.
That's a twisted. She's like,
that's the one. I know.
Pigtails.
I know. That's the one that came to me right away. And then my other favorite hood is just like my grandfather, who I was the closest to. He used to own a restaurant, him, my uncle, and my grandmother, and he would always pretend he's sleeping. So I would like walk behind in the back of the restaurant. He'd pretend he's sleeping and he'd be like, rah, and wake up. So when we went to his funeral, like I'd go up and I'd think like, are you like pretending to sleep right now? Like, please wake up. But he never, obviously. Oh my God.
Heart-wrenching and like twisted.
Okay, question 2. If you had a chance for a do-over in life, what would you do differently?
This is gonna be like a little TMI maybe.
Okay.
When I went to college, I went a little crazy.
Yeah.
I think I would have cherished relationships with guys a little more.
Interesting.
And not have had so much fun. I think that I would have been a good girl. I think that's the only thing in life that I look back and I'm like, wow, that really sucks. I can't take that back. Yeah. But I wish that I wouldn't have dabbled with so many. Is there anything you wanted to do in life that you didn't do that you should have done?
No,
or
but
learn, or like
not even. I just think that I should have started things earlier. Like I wish I started YouTube earlier. Like I was always wanting to start one. I was always afraid. Like fear was always stopping me. You know? And now I'm not afraid to be judged because I don't care. Yeah. But like before, I was so afraid, like what are people gonna think? What are people in my hometown, in my high school or whatever gonna think, you know? I just wish that if I had a do-over, I would just do everything without the fear of
be
doing
more
things.
fearless. I think that's the same with me too. When I do think about another thing I wish I would have done differently, I wish I would have pursued like dancing and acting, because those are two things
acting
I always
is another
wanted to
thing.
do.
If I had a do-over, I would pursue acting. Like, I still do want to pursue acting.
Me too, but it's like I don't have time.
Yeah,
like,
right now I have a job,
no time.
So
no
that's gonna have to come later. But I could say like, oh, I wish I wasn't blind, and I wish I didn't have this, and I wish I never went through this, and blah blah blah. But like, that's all what makes me who I am today, you know. And if I didn't have,
you said blind? See, we're really learning about each other. Like, I was not kidding.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I used to be blind. What do you feel most proud of?
I think mine applies to kind of like both of us.
Yeah.
I think I'm proud that I've accomplished what I have accomplished at the age I've accomplished. Like, and like, I think for me in my career, the most proud I've been is when I was on my entertainment TV show. I was on like network television, being flown all around the country. My first interview, like actually my first celebrity interview, was a sit down with Margot Robbie.
Oh my god, that's
so
sick.
I think that, and I was only 22, so for me that was like so cool because I was young, like right out of college. So I think that's the best, is like being so young and accomplishing like the coolest things that most people don't get to until they're like 30.
Yeah, that's true. I feel that way too, but at the same time I see like people that are like 16 and I'm like,
but we're from a different generation.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, we're millennials. These Gen Zs are crazy. Like,
I know,
they're so tech savvy and so social media savvy.
They grew up with that. I know.
Grew up with it, and we were like on the cusp.
Like loyal to it too.
Exactly.
Like,
we were on the cusp. Like I still remember playing outside.
Yeah, same.
You know what I mean?
Same. I think what I'm most proud of is packing up all my stuff and like moving to a different country and like just going for what I wanted to go for. You know?
Yeah.
We changed the camera angle. Okay, what is your favorite music? Question 4.
I think because my family's so diverse, my music choices are so diverse. I come from a biracial family, so my dad's black, so I have like the hip hop, the soul, the R&B, and then my mom is like this rocker, so like I have old classic rock, and then today, I mean, I grew up on like pop and country too.
True.
Now I don't like country. Now I'm really into pop, soul, R&B, and hip hop.
I like everything except for heavy metal. I cannot get down with screamo. Like, I just don't understand it. I just don't understand you.
I'm sorry if you like that. I don't get it either.
Question 5. If you could travel anywhere, where would you go and why? If you can go right now anywhere, where would you go?
I would go somewhere warm. I'd probably go to some kind of island. I'd probably go to like Turks and Caicos or something like that.
That's good. I want to go to Hawaii. If I could go right
now.
Never been? No, never been. I just want the palm trees, and like every picture I've seen of Hawaii is like breathtaking.
Yeah, it's obviously just, it's on an island and it's got volcanoes and mountains and
I want to see
views,
all of that. I want to see all of that. I want to also travel, like I want to travel a lot. I want to go to Bali, I want to go to Turks and Caicos, I want to go to New Zealand, Australia, Tokyo.
I have friends in Australia and they're like, yeah, come down, and I just never do.
I have an ex-boyfriend in Australia.
I was like one Australian in my life and he threw up in my room.
Oh my god.
That's my only experience with Australian men, and never again.
Okay, this question is, what do you want your tombstone to say? Amazing eater.
My tombstone would say, she went for it.
Ooh.
I want people to know me as the girl that like never gave up and really just went after everything that she ever wanted and went after her dreams. So I'd want it to say she went for it.
Oh, that's really good. Never gave up or something like that. Like, I don't know.
Something about,
because I've been through so much in my life. Like my eyes.
It's like resiliency. Like
like whatever I did, I always bounced back, you know? But I don't know what I would say. Something clever.
Something about being resilient. Mine would say, she went for it.
That's awesome. I like that. I really need to think of this. So next time somebody comes up to me and is like, what do you want your tombstone to say? I'm gonna be like,
bam.
Yeah. If you won the lottery, what would you do?
If I won the lottery, first and foremost, I would take care of my family. I'd make sure all my family, no matter what debt they have, no matter whatever, I'd pay off their houses, their cars, their debt. I would just make sure my family is good to go. My niece and my nephews, I would fat bank accounts for them so that their college is paid for, and then I would just travel.
Yeah.
I would travel, any projects that I had ever wanted to do, like if I wanted to start a show, if I wanted to start a fashion line, if I wanted to open a store, because I want to open a boutique, like there's all these things I want to do, I would just go for it.
She went for it.
She went for it.
I would definitely do the same thing, take care of my family first, and then I would invest in myself, like put some aside, just put a chunk of it aside, and then I would use the rest to travel. I like to collect experiences, and like traveling is like, to me, the only like, I mean, you can collect experiences not traveling, but okay, what are you most afraid of?
I think this is so stupid, but I just get bored really easily, and I'm never satisfied. And whether that's with jobs, whether that's with boyfriends, whether that's with whatever, like my roommate, or like I always am not satisfied. I'm always itching and yearning for more. So what I'm most afraid of in life is that I'll never be satisfied, and I'll ruin situations that would have been good because I was looking for something more when that would have just been good.
That's deep, girl. That's deep. That's true. I actually have two things that I'm most afraid of. My first thing is like not ever like falling in love and like finding someone.
That's part of mine, because I feel like you know, I dumped my ex. I dumped my boyfriend even though he was perfect, but like a nice dude.
And that goes with the like not being satisfied thing, but like I just fear like I'm not gonna ever like fall in love. I just fear not falling in love, and you know, them not loving me back. I'm gonna cry. But
I feel the same way.
And then my other fear is being in the exact same place as I am now a year from now. So like no growth.
Always want to be progressing. Yeah.
Like if I'm in the exact same place a year from now as I am now, like I'm afraid. I'm afraid of that.
But realistically, look at that fear. 1 year ago, where were you?
I know. I was here, but I wasn't online. I wasn't. I didn't have a following. I
think that it's always good. Every 6 months, every year, I think that it's so important for us to like reflect on the past 6 months, the past year, because every time I do it, I'm like, holy, you have really progressed, like, and you didn't even notice. I had no clue. But if you compare where you were and where you're at now, it's crazy.
Okay, what age do you feel right now, and why?
I think that I feel like my age. I feel 24. I do. I think I feel my age because to me it seems old, and people are probably like, that's not old at all. But it seems old, and I feel like I've accomplished a lot for being 24. But I don't think it's good that I feel 24.
Why not?
I want to feel younger. Like,
I
want to feel like more carefree and more young. Like,
I agree. I feel, see, this is the thing. I sometimes feel like I'm 23, and then I sometimes feel like I'm like 27. I don't have an old soul, but like I'm so much more mature.
Look at what other 23-year-olds are doing.
I know. And then at the same time, like I feel 23 in like some things that like I don't know how to, you know, do my taxes, or like, you know, things like that. Like
I feel old because of that stuff. I think that stuff ages me, because I do my taxes. I opened up my own business, or I started my own business tax-wise, like my own company. Like I've done all this old stuff that my parents should be doing for me, but like I just did it myself.
Well, that's all for this question video. Question session with Evie and Jordan. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, getting to know a little bit about us. We got to know a little bit about each other, a lot about each other. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Shout out of this video goes to Jordan. You choose
this one.
Okay, shout out goes to Colin Kinsella.
Shout out,
Colin.
Thanks, Colin Kinsella.
Anyways, guys, have an amazing day,
night, wherever you are in the
whatever
world.
time you're watching this at, and stay positive. Bye.
So.